everyone. This is just a really quick video blog that I wanted to do, and it's really to inspire us mums to start trusting our mama instincts a little bit more. So it's inspired, this video is inspired by recent events with Thea, my little toddler. She's nearly 19 months old now, and you know, we've had probably about a year, just under a year of her in and out of hospital with different health conditions, and it was to do with being on soya milk, but that's a whole different video blog. And basically we've had a good few months, and then just recently she had a bit of a cold, had a fever. I let the fever run. She seemed fine for about 4 days. Then she had her respiration rate changed. I took her to the hospital. X-ray confirmed mild chest infection. She reacted to the antibiotics. The second lot of antibiotics didn't really do anything, so I noticed that she'd gone downhill. Took her back to the hospital on Saturday, and they basically confirmed that it got into mild pneumonia. Fortunately, we caught it in time, so it's not been as traumatic as her first bout of pneumonia, which was critically ill. But I came to realise, because when I was in that hospital yesterday having her reassessment done, and I was sitting in the waiting room, and there was a lady sitting next to me, and she was just talking to me, and she was asking, you know, what's up with Thea, and I explained what had happened, and that she's got mild pneumonia, but we caught it in time. And she said, oh, you know, you're really lucky. My friend, her little boy, he was really ill, went into hospital, into A&E, and they said that it was virus, so there wasn't really anything wrong with him. He took her home, and he actually died in his sleep because he had pneumonia, and it was missed. Now, the first bout of pneumonia Thea had was missed. We was told to go home, she just had a virus and she'll be fine in 48 hours. Well, 48 hours later, I had a floppy, lifeless, limp baby that was critically ill, and that when I got to A&E and they looked at her, they just said, right, people are going to start rushing around now, don't panic. Yeah, okay, easier said than done when your little miracle is laying in your arms, floppy and lifeless. Luckily, we'd caught it. It was critical, but she's a fighter, so we got through it, but it was missed. And so this lady was saying this to me yesterday, and it just hit me so hard. You know, oh my God, someone actually lost their baby because it was missed in the A&E department. And it's not to blame the NHS at all. They do a fantastic job, and you have to understand that the doctors that come in, they have a variety of different doctors in A&E. Some of them are like local GPs. Sometimes you're lucky enough to get a paediatric doctor down. It really varies. But this is where we have to start learning to trust our mother or parental instincts. They're God-given. I mean, how many times have you been to the doctors or to A&E and they're telling you something, but your instincts are screaming, actually I don't agree with that, or they might be saying, you know, like when the doctor told me Thea was okay, I left there thinking, she's not okay, but I didn't trust my instincts enough back then, and it wasn't until I looked and I knew she wasn't well that I actually trusted them enough to go back and say, you do something, but she was critical by then. So it taught me a huge lesson, and it's taught me to trust my instincts. So this time round with Thea's pneumonia, I trusted my instincts enough to know this girl is poorly. I am not going to feel like I'm wasting the NHS's time. I am not going to feel like I can't question when they say something. So if I'm not happy with what they're saying, I am not going to feel like I can't question, because that right there is my little miracle. That right there is my precious little soul. And if my instincts are screaming at me, question or ask questions or take her, I am not going to allow my worrying or my old patterning of, oh, I don't want to upset someone, or, oh, you know, I don't want them to feel offended. Screw that. At the end of the day, that's your little miracle. You have to understand that the doctors in A&E are under immense pressure. They do the best job they can under immense pressure, and they see a million babies and bodies and people coming in and out throughout the day. So they are not going to know each of those babies individually. And that's where you come in, because you do. You know what's normal for your child and what isn't normal. So that's where you have to speak up. So if they're saying, you know, well, they look okay, you know what's normal for your baby and what's not. So speak up, ask questions. You know, their lives depend on it. And I've learned that with Thea, is, do you know what? God, universe, divine, whatever label you want to call it, gave us this innate gift of maternal, paternal instincts. It's like the brain's rewired through birth and motherhood. The chemical changes that happen, and it's been scientifically proven, actually rewires the brain. It's why when your little baby's laying in a cot, they only have to breathe a little deeper or move slightly, and every hair on your body stands up, and you are up, full of attention, you know, ready, what's going on. You hear every little murmur. It's like you're put on red alert, and they literally only have to make the slightest little noise for you to be up and ready to help. So those instincts, trust them. You know, you are a precious gift to this world as a mum, and your little miracle needs you to trust your instincts. So please don't be afraid to question the medical professions, the healthcare professions. Don't be afraid to ask questions when needed. Don't blindly follow. And if your internal instincts are saying something isn't right, go to the hospital, go to the doctors, go wherever you need to go to get things checked out. At the end of the day, your health, happiness and life, and that of your family and your little miracle rely on that. So have courage, have faith, and know that those mama instincts are there for a reason. God bless everyone.